Hello again. So welcome again to our channel. This is Faster Learning Consulting. Today I want to talk about how to use reference numbers. How to create reference numbers and use them to calculate or multiply any number. Okay? So there are various reference numbers. So for example, I always like using like 10, 50, 100 and like whole numbers to when I'm doing my calculation, so that everything that I do becomes simpler. I don't like to go the long way, and this is very good for your mental maths, so that maths becomes a game. Okay, so let's start with using 10 as reference number. And let's see how you can use 10 to ease your calculation. So my assumption is that majority of you could be in a position to multiply any number between 1 to 10, but for our lessons, and we want to just learn how you can use it and start playing with it, and then we'll move step by step and have a look how we can do it. So assume you get like a number like 6 multiplied by 8. So you're supposed to get an answer. Okay? So this 10 becomes my reference number. So I will put 10 like this. And I want to look at what's the difference between 10 and 6. I have 4, so I have negative 4. Here, the same, I have negative 2. So the first part of my answer was going to be these two multiply. So if I multiply minus 4 by minus 2, I have an 8. That one becomes first part of my answer. Second part of my answer is going to be 8, either 8 minus 4 or 6 minus 2. It's the same, so it's going to give us 4. But because we have 10 as our reference number, we're going to calculate that 4 by 10. So here we're going to have 4 multiplied by 10 plus then 8. So that one gives us 48. So there are things that sometimes you want to just start doing calculation, but I think for me, I want to kind of see the relationship with the numbers always. Okay? And this for me plays a bigger role in understanding calculation and how the numbers relate. Now, having 10 still, so let's say I want to use 10 and I want to multiply another small number, so let's say below 7 by 3. So let's have a look at what's happening here. So here we still have minus 3, because the difference between 10 and 7 minus 3 is the difference between 10 and this one is minus 7. So what are we doing? We want to multiply the 2, so we have 21. Becomes the last part of the answer. Now, we want to then add to subtract either this diagonal, so 7 minus 7, or 3 minus 3. So there is 0, because then 0 times 10, we have 0. So our answer becomes that one. Easy. Yeah? So that one becomes easy. Now, suppose you have something like 11 multiplied by 13. I can imagine someone is asking, does that one also apply? Yes, it does. The difference would be that in this case, so let me just change. So suppose you have 13 multiplied by 11. So I would say 10 is still the boss. And the difference here is now positive 3. Positive 3 I will put up. And here is positive 1. So what do we do here? So what we do here is going to be that we are going to multiply the 2 so that I have 3 plus 3 multiplied by plus 1, we have 3. That becomes the first part of our answer. And then we are going to say 13 plus, we can take that direction, 13 plus 1, or 11 plus 3. In that case, we still have 14, and that 14 we multiply by 10, so we have 140. So it's going to be 14 by 10, then plus 3, so that one gives us 143. That's our answer. So the most important thing here is to use this and practice more these methods and these shortcuts to effect your calculation. Okay? So with this, everything becomes easier. Your calculation becomes also interesting because you start playing with the numbers. And therefore, when you see examples like get an area of a rectangle, let's say 13 by 14, you can do the same. You don't have to, multiply them direct. You can do the same. You're going to have there. So for example, this one will be easy because I know that I will have to add here 4, which is going to be 17, and then this one times 2 is 12, so I have 2. So I know that my answer will be 192. So this one goes very fast because when I look at this, I see that the difference between, so it's 4 there and 4, and then if I add the other side, I only need the other 4, I need 4 from here, I only add 4 here, it becomes 17, and then I multiply 4 by 3, it becomes 12, and I get the answer. Quick, and you're done. So you have practical examples, and in most cases, sometimes you think you're earning yourself a method, points, but when they test your ability to see the relationship with the numbers, you are actually losing there. You get the answer. If someone asks you why, you can't explain. You just do the manual, the long way of calculation. So to avoid that, here I have the tip. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and share. Okay? And see you.